Joining me right now, Nancy Smith, General Manager for the South Carolina State Fair. It is so great to see you. It has been way too long.
Well, I'm so happy to be here. Great to see you as well, and thank you so much for the opportunity.
My most fun interview with you is when you came to the studio and you had a big jar of cookies.
And we've got the animal cookies. Actually, we have devoured them. It's like half full, but thank you very much. Okay, so Nancy, what's up with the fans? I like this one with the cow.
Yeah. Well, you could either be a pig or a chicken as well if you'd like.
And you were celebrating the feel good about having fun at the South Carolina State Fair. So I missed the opportunity to do a face-to-face with you. You always had such a great theme each year.
Well, we're having a year like no other this year for sure.
Now, many other fairs across the country have canceled. So with the South Carolina State Fair, we're still going on as planned, but in a different way. So what made you decide to still go ahead and go forth with the idea?
Well, your South Carolina State Fair is in October, and that is later in the year. As I said, by August 1, we knew we had to make the decision to go or no go. But after doing lots of homework, we knew that we would not be able to give you your fair in the fashion that you've always known and appreciated it. But we felt it was very important to give back to the community and give us something positive to look forward to. And we don't want you to miss your tradition.
It's really great news. I was honestly thinking that you guys were going to have to cancel. So tell us how that's going to work.
Okay, and a lot of fairs around the country have had the food portion of this, and our patrons like food as well. You remember the little cookies as you were talking about earlier. It just reminds you of the fair. So a lot of fairs across the country were doing the food drive-through, and we thought, well, our goal here for everything, by the time October rolls around, we'll just be so happy to give something back to the community that is positive and fun. So along with all that yummy food that you will be able to enjoy some, samples, a taste of the fair food, we thought it was very important to give you a little snippet of everything that you might see, or of a lot of things you'd see if you were able to come to your South Carolina State Fair. But it will be done all from the convenience of your car. There will be no one will be allowed to get out of the car, but we're going to have you'll be able to do something you've not done in a long time or ever at fair time, and that's drive through the Rocket Gate at the fairgrounds on Rosewood Drive. So the first thing you'll see when you enter the drive-through South Carolina State Fair will be the Rocket, and then after that you'll just make your way around the fairgrounds. You'll get to see a little bit of the livestock area, and we're going to bring you just a little bit of, as I said, what you would see if you were to come to the fair. We'll have a little bit of agriculture. We're excited about one thing, that even though we're not having our regular fair, folks that have entered things for years, as in a giant pumpkin, that did not just start automatically. So that individual has reached out to us, and so we are hoping to have our big giant pumpkin this year on display for you folks to see, and watermelons and sweet potatoes, and we'll have some fine art and student art and flowers. And the great thing is we'll have a good bit of agriculture this year. You'll be able to see some dairy cattle and beef cattle. So just all from the convenience of your car. You'll just make your way through the fairgrounds and, have a little bit of fun. And you won't miss your tradition this year as well. So.
Now, let's talk about the food, because everybody, you said that many other fairs were doing the drive-by for the food. But how are you going to handle food? Because I must have my turkey leg and I must have my elephant ears.
Okay, good. You're in luck. 2 times this year. So I was waiting to see what your choices were. So the drive-through fair portion that I just described, with all of the agriculture and the exhibits and things, you will enter at the Rocket, as I said, and then you'll exit out of that main gate of the fairgrounds for the food portion of it, so that we can have a smooth time in and out of our fairgrounds. You will enter gate 6 off of George Rogers Boulevard. That's the main entrance into the fairgrounds. If you were coming to a regular fair, you get your food. food. There'll be plenty of lanes in there to queue in if we have some traffic in there, because we do know that people like their food. And then you'll drive through. We actually have 6 service lines that will be available for you. And there'll be actually 3 lines of concessionaires, and each line will have the same product. So you will be able to have your fish fries, your corn dogs, a sausage sandwich with peppers and onions. You'll be able to have a turkey leg, your elephant ears, and funnel cakes, and then candy apples, cotton candy, and caramel corn. And then you'll be able to have your Pepsi drink of your choice to go along with that as well. And then when you drive up to the food area, a runner will come out and take your order. And of course, they will have their mask and gloves on, and you will pay there. And then you just get your food and you exit out of gate 10. And you can come in the drive-through fair part after that and see the exhibits, or you can do that before and after, and visit the food as long as you'd like.
And when I found out years ago that the South Carolina State Fair was a 501c3, I had a whole new appreciation for what you guys do in giving back to the community, and with education being your focus. And it's just amazing how you put it all together each year. But I wanted to also get you to mention that you have something else planned coming up in December.
We do. Thank you very much. And yes, and what you mentioned about people not knowing that, the difference it makes when you know that we're a 501c3 and give back. We did a survey quite a few years ago about that, and lots of people said, did you know the fair was a 501c3? And the answer for many was no. If you had known that, would have made a difference? And the answer is yes. So thank you for pointing that out. But we do have some other something fun later on after fair time in December. And actually, I guess someone was looking down from us from above, because last year we started our first ever drive-through light show at the fairgrounds. So this will be the 2nd annual Carolina Lights. We call it Carolina Lights. And it's in our big Lexington Medical Center Fair Park. That's the big parking lot at the fairgrounds. And here again, it's all in your car. It's drive-through. And the dates for Carolina Lights, the Christmas light show, will be December the 5th through December the 27th. And we're not open on Christmas Day, but you can bring your family out for that and drive through. And we'll have the radio station that you can tune to follow along with some fun music with that. But we are looking forward to, having our light show this year as well. So.
And one more thing, I noticed in an article that I was reading that you also serve as current chair of the International Association of Fairs and Exhibitions. That's huge. Could you talk to us a little bit about your role with this organization?
Right. Yes. And South Carolina is very honored to be represented in that. That is our big umbrella association. I think sometimes when people hear fairs, they really don't realize the depth to, how much difference fairs make in our community and our state. And all fairs' roots are in agriculture. So, and that of course involves FFA and 4-H and, the positive difference that lots of those things make in people's lives. So we are a member of the International Association of Fairs and Expositions. That's our umbrella organization. And all total, there are about 3,000 members in that. They're member fairs, and then we have associate members as well. And our organization, just serves to, as what we say, make the best better. And I think that's one thing that I really appreciate about our fair world is that, in the fair world, we're really not in competition with each other. We only serve to make each other better, because something that worked in California, believe it or not, it may work in South Carolina. And I know some of our things that we've done at the South Carolina State Fair are being done, otherwise, like our Lunch at the Fair program. But yes, that's what the IAFE is, an organization that supports everything to do with our fair industry. And I'm honored to be the chair of that organization this year. It's been a different year. You'll have to know this. Every year the chair gets to, we have a committee and the chair gets to appoint the committee, and we have a theme for every year. And we started this. It's a big deal because normally we have a big convention in San Antonio at the end of the year where everyone comes together. So the committee got together, and our theme for 2020 was 2020 Clear Vision. So that was, this has been a definite year like no other, but I will have to say it's been a true blessing to be a part of that organization, because we have really, they've been a big supporter of us and, just really feeding us everything that we need as we've been through these COVID days. We've never been here before as an industry, and like your South Carolina State Fair is able to have this drive-through and our drive-through food. Many other fairs, were not able to have anything, and the vast majority of them have canceled. And, if you've been to the fair and enjoyed that yummy food and enjoyed those rides, you can please remember all those folks. Some of the folks that are our concessionaires, our food folks, will be with us for the drive-through event. And our carnival company is North American Midway Entertainment. They've all had a rough year as well. So we are all in it together. But our IAFE, our organization, is, helps to, as I said, make the best better, and just really is an educational organization. And it's a time for us to get together and, to help each other. And as I said, to share ideas and make each other stronger. So
just thank you so much, Nancy. I tell you, for everybody, we just appreciate the fact that you guys are on. It's giving us a little sense of normalcy and something to look forward to, someplace to go with the family and have a little bit of fun and just kind of take our mind off of the COVID crisis and that sort of thing. So we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to see you. Again, the South Carolina State Fair taking place October 20th through the 21st.
The drive-through fair part with the exhibits is October 20 and 21. The drive-through fair food is October 20 through 24. And the time for all of that each day is 10 a.m. in the morning to 8 p.m. at night.
All right. And give them your website address.
That's scstatefair.org.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you so much.